Hello, welcome back. Today we are making a green vest, which I was not excited about making, but I talked a lot about that during the making process, so let's just go watch me struggle. I am not excited about these 12 darts I have to sew. I think that's why I've been procrastinating. I don't want to sew these darts. Also, can we talk about like the nightmare that lining fabric is to work with? I mean, it'll look nice, but it will slip everywhere and be gross. Alright, I need to stop procrastinating. I really don't want to sew this vest. Let's do it anyway. It is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I do not know where my day has gone. Yeah. It's time to sew some darts. I am watching Kiralee make my princess dress pattern for her Princess Magikarp. It is utterly magical. Like, shout out to Kiralee, I'm so excited. I've seen finished pictures, but I haven't seen her making process, and I love watching how people like use my patterns. So this has been a lot of fun. Sewing darts. This is the step I've been procrastinating. I can do this. Look, all of the darts are sewn in. Oh. So there's this thing called the impossible task. It happens a lot with like ADD, right? The impossible task is the seemingly easy thing, like sewing 12 darts, that is preventing you from moving forward. So when I say that I now feel like I can finish this vest in the next hour, I'm not lying. It's because I did the impossible task. And from this point, we are going to sew the lining and the outer layers together. The back of the vest is going to be made out of the lining fabric. Don't really have a reason for this other than like in case I ever wanted to wear a jacket with it. Plus I feel like it'll give it more texture and dimension. So that's why we're doing it that way. So let's get everything pieced together and then we can start fitting on Claire, because I think like it's too long and I cut it big on purpose. So we're gonna have to fit it down a little bit. Anyway, piecing things together. This is my second time sewing this wrong, and I'm not happy about it. So we are unpicking, and we'll do it right this time. By heavens, it's the morning and I've just started. Okay, so let's talk about the fit of this. I'm really happy with how these darts fit. I think they are going to be perfect. The underarm is a little bit tight. I think I need to take it down by 1/2 inch. There's a 1/2 inch seam allowance on the arm's eyes, and so I'm wondering if I just sew it and clip the curves really well, if that'll solve the arm's eye problem. I think it will, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. The back is a little long, so I need to take it up to here, but I want it to actually sit right there, so it needs to be 1/2 inch longer. So I'm going to mark it with a pin and then measure 1/2 inch down, and then with the seam allowance, once it's finally sewn, it'll hit exactly where I want it to, right there. Same with the sides. I want the sides to hit right here, which means I have about an extra 1.5 inches. But if I do that, then I can curve it down here, and I kind of want to do like little points, like off-centered points here. I also really want the neckline to come down to right by that apex. So I need to mark all of these alterations. They're more style alterations than fit alterations, which just means that I had a good pattern block to work with, which makes me happy. So we're gonna mark all of this and then transfer it onto the lining and then get it all sewn together. I'm also gonna need to transfer all this onto the pattern. Okay, let's go. Realistically, within the next 2 hours, this vest will be done. That kind of makes me happy. It's going to be a really fun addition to my wardrobe. So, I am taking a cookie break. I am eating peanut butter oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. They are delicious. I am also drinking some water to try to bring my body temperature down because I'm starting to overheat, and when I overheat, I can't function. And then I'll give you guys an update on where we are, and then we'll finish the vest. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my cookies now. Okay, so I unpicked the side seams again, but that allowed me to do a really nice finish on the arm's eye as well as the neckline and center front. So I will need to sew the side seams up for like the 40th time. I swear I've unpicked these like more than I've actually sewn seams on this. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. But yeah, that is our next step. And then, I mean, there's still some more stuff to do before we get to finishing work, but that's our next step. All right, so the only bit of construction I have left is this bottom piece. So this needs to be flipped inside out and then lined up. This is so hard to do with one hand, but basically we're gonna flip it, line it up, and then I'll just stitch along here and then leave a gap. The gap will allow me to turn it back through, and then I will finish it all with top stitching. And then we'll do the buttonholes, and then I'll sew on the buttons, and then we'll be done. We are so close. If everything goes well, 45 minutes. If everything goes well. Which it hasn't so far, so maybe another hour? I'm really happy with how this fits. I mean, look at it. It's a little big, but that means it's comfortable, and it means that like whatever I wear underneath it will have, okay, it's a lot of bit big. I don't think I realized how big it was, but it looks good. It fits well. So I'm gonna put the buttons and buttonholes on, and then this will be done. Yeah! I love getting things done, especially when I've been procrastinating them for months. Buttonholes. As you have probably heard me say over and over again, week after week, I am so happy with how this project turned out. I think it is fabulous. This vest pattern will be available on October 4th along with the rest of the fall pattern line. There is a link down to the existing pattern catalog if you want to peruse that. And with that, I will see you guys on Monday for a new video and live on Thursday. Bye, friends!